Hi, my name is Mac Benavides, and I'm the recruitment coordinator in the College of Education at Kansas State University. A few years ago, when I was a student at K-State, I took a class called Foundations of Education, where I created these four paintings to talk about different approaches that teachers take in order to incorporate diversity into their classroom. So this first painting talks about the strategy of ignoring diversity. So some teachers go into their classroom and they want to say, check your culture at the door. We are going to start every student at a blank slate and just think of everybody as being essentially the same when they come into the classroom. The issue that we see with this strategy is that diversity it becomes invisible. It's something that students lose the opportunity to learn from their own cultural lens, from their own perspectives. They also lose the opportunity to learn about the cultural lenses of their peers, to learn about the different backgrounds, the different stories, and the different perspectives that other students bring into the classroom. So when we look at this strategy, the biggest issue is that diversity is completely off the table, and it's not even incorporated into the classroom. This next painting is going to take a look at what happens when teachers bring their own implicit bias or preconceived notions into the classroom. So when teachers come in knowing or thinking that they know what it means for a student to be in any specific demographic or any specific culture, they tend to paint their students into a set mold. And what happens is that students then feel that they need to fit into that mold in order to succeed in the class. It sets the expectations of both the student and the teacher. It sets the attitude, and it sets the work that's going to be done by both the student and the teacher in terms of diversity in the classroom. In this painting, we're going to take a look at the American ideal of the melting pot. So in this classroom, teachers are actually bringing in diversity as part of discussions. The issue with the melting pot is that we're only actually looking at half of the story. So diverse voices truly aren't being fully heard. With the melting pot, we're looking for similarities in cultures. We're looking for that common ground that students can really accept between each other. And so any cultures that don't fully fit into the mold of what we believe our culture should be and what our society is, they get kind of cut off a little bit, and those pieces get forgotten. So students start losing a little bit of their identity of who they are, what their culture is, what their culture means to them. And they end up just bleeding into the rest of society and kind of assimilating into this idea of what the American culture is. In this final painting, we take a look at the ideal situation for a truly multicultural classroom. In this classroom, the teacher is truly appreciating and celebrating the similarities and differences in diverse cultures. So we're able to maintain the individual cultural identities that students are bringing in with them and finding this great collaboration and community within students and different perspectives and different cultural lenses. Thank you so much for allowing me to share with you a little bit of my work. I hope that this has been really helpful in your journey to becoming a truly multicultural educator.